Alright everybody, welcome in. This is going to be another Stormgate cast, and I'm Algorithmore. And this is the Asian baby girl herself. This is HYY. Playing the Vanguards. And also rocking the Vanguard. Playing the Red Trunks today. This is Kong Kong. And this is going to be a Vanguard versus Vanguard today. And the reason I picked this one is, even though I do kind of want to see how the brutes are playing out in that new brute meta, it seems a little bit imba, and I don't really want to just, spend too many videos on it, hoping that they're gonna hot fix that one yet again, maybe by the end of this week, and then we'll get to a slightly more balanced position where Infernal games are going to be a little bit more varied in their strategies. Right now, Infernals are building brutes. That's their trick. And then after you build brutes, you build some more. And of course, if you're wondering how the strategy works, you do need to upgrade your brutes. That's what makes them good. But yeah, upgraded brutes, sprinkle in whatever else you like, and you should be good. Now, I'm talking about brutes, and brutes are infernal units, and this is a Vanguard versus Vanguard game, so I don't need to be talking about them very much. Instead, what I should be talking about is how both our players have mirrored each other just a little bit to start out by going for that command post first in their pocket natural to increase their eco. Although, look at this. Kong Kong is like, I'm going hard Therium here. It's even oversaturated in the main. With his second base is up to 8 Ethereum miners, where we only got 1 Ethereum miner for Haya. And yeah, okay, so not quite as many Ethereum workers. These ones might go back to Ethereum working. Or they might end up going back to, we'll see where they get rallied to, whether they go back to the mine or to the Ethereum. Actually, they don't go either place because they are servos, and servos inherit their derpiness from the bobs. The scout's out, so we are still seeing scout play. This is scout as well. Yeah, we are still seeing scout play to start in these Vanguard matches, which is good to see. And I've been seeing this just even in my own matches a little bit, where Vanguard will open with the scout now to get that scout, benefit from basically the scouting, but then also the early map control, eating the cabbages, harassing, all those things. It just is delayed a little bit longer until you get your racks up, but you can still do it. And we are seeing both players opting for a scout to get out on the map and see what's going on. Haya was finally just a little annoyed by that scout and decided to chase it off without actually finishing the creeping. Ends up in the middle of the map with, okay, we got some hedgies out of our mech base with some solar habitats powering them up for faster production. And it looks like we're going straight up to 2 hangar bays over here for Kong Kong. There is a mech bay. And it's Vulcans already? How can that be? It's only a 4-minute point, and there's 2 Vulcans already out on the map. They're heading out here. Haya's just like, I'm mining. I'm just trying to get these creeps going here, and they see the Vulcans show up, and they're like, I'm not sure if I want to be part of that. Now, he did try and snipe the Shadow Demon. I'm not sure if he got it or not. The hedgehogs run home, where they can be repaired up if need be, and where they can regroup up. And the 2 Vulcans are... Where are they? Ooh, I think I know where they're headed. There's a sense that they're kind of searching for a third here, which of course they could be, but yeah, they're just going to jump jet down those rocks and march in, so they don't have to go up the main. And what's this? Ooh, the bob's on the way, and the hedgehogs do find them. This is actually kind of clutch. That is uncomfortable, I agree. But your Vulcan buddy showed up. And now we're in an interesting place. Oh, they're going for the focus fire. Shields up, jump jets. Getting one hedgehog and lots of mass repair here. Now Kong Kong's got these hornets with him as well. Trying to keep them alive. Now remember, Bobs can repair them. Even though they can't fly, they can still sort of tickle them in the air. And a third Vulcan shows up as well. Still hedgehogs. One Vulcan goes down, actually, with some good focus fire there. And now auto repair on over here so that the hedgehogs can hopefully get back in it. Again, they're going to launch out and go for an auto, or, oh, with a nice promote, keeping it alive. And we're starting to see hedgehogs pay the price for trying to jump on top of those Vulcans like that. The Hornets above still being able to just put down the damage. And it's the Vulcan that's kind of forcing the hedgehogs to not be able to siege up. Here they go, jump on top of the Vulcan again, and they get it, but they lose one hedgehog. They're going for the repair turret now, and they siege up to push the Hornets back, and that means they can actually clean up these turrets. Trying to get the servos on their way out. You gotta unsiege there if you wanna. We see one of the turrets gets salvaged. This poor SCV, oh my god. Servo is scooting away. I don't know what an SCV is. It probably stands for like Servo Collection V. I'm working on it. I'm workshopping it. These Hornets being super annoying, getting a habitat in the back there. Look at the range on that AA though. Sieged up hedgehogs, that's the way to play. And a couple more in the back there. This part of the base is definitely protected from Hornets right now. Little sky mines just being left randomly around. Oh, I say it's definitely. But these Hornets fly. Ooh, yikes! Yikes! I think one of them went down there. Did they leave some kind of debris that you can use to figure that out? I do not know. But Haya is now feeling well defended from that harass and is pushed out here. Gonna go take some camps. I keep looking here. I see red. It's just sky mines. A couple sky mines around the map here left by those Hornets. Those Hornets use their return to hangar, which means they can heal up. And they're back on the map already. At least these ones are. Maybe there are some healing up. No, we got more hangar bases being built. Lots of Bobs not doing their job, and that's kind of not cool. This base down here is a little ninja base that Kong Kong took. And now Kong Kong's harassing a bit in the middle. Vulcan versus Hedgehog. Both players going Hornet. Uh-oh, up under the top of the vision tower here. Get siege up, but then jump jet these Vulcans forward so that they can put some damage on the Hedgehogs. Hedgehogs now focus firing down the Vulcans, but that means the Hornets can pull forward and they can get their damage done. Now we get a siege up, and boom, 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 boom. But the Hornets are alright. And again, Vulcans just pushing forward. And look at them as they mow down those weak Hedgehogs. Couple more going down, and the Vulcan's saying, fine, we're walking home. Come at me, I'm shield up, bro. Not for long, not for long. 10 seconds, technically. And we watch as that poor Vulcan leaves his little legs behind. Just a little exploded robot. Skymine's going down, but there's more Hornets here for Kong Kong. And now he's on top of sieged up Hedgehogs. That's not good. He's going to lose everything here. And indeed he does. Just one Hornet above, but the Hedgehogs siege up and chase it out of there. So one Hornet lives to say, hey, I shouldn't have done that. Gonna head home, return with that report, and they're going to reevaluate their tactical decisions in their next strike. Haya added medtechs here now. Could use a nanoswarm on a couple of those Hedgehogs right about now. My Funk Soul brother. But he doesn't have it yet. Actually, I don't know about that because I don't think it shows adept training. We could go check. We could. I don't see anything being researched. And Hornets from Kong Kong get chased away again. Pretty good control from Haya to continually siege up and unsiege these hedgehogs, since they've been needed for dual route roles. They've been needed to chase away the Hornets, which there's just been more Hornets from Kong Kong. And they've been needed to put a lot of DPS down on those vultures from time to time. By vultures, of course, I mean Vulcans. Vultures or something different. Again, once again, sieging up to try and zone those units away. And Kong Kong also doing a good job to stay outside of that range because it's kind of ridiculous. And another little repair turret here. As we saw there, that's just to help. The Hornets can fly back here and then get that extra healing. I think that might have been a sensor drone. I saw something blue run by over here. And wow, okay. Quite the Air Force of Hornets right now, maybe 12. They're taking out the vision tower. But at the same time, Haya is pushing forward. And it's taking his Air Force to kill the reinforcements before the Hornets of Kong Kong do show up and start chewing through those Hornets of Haya, who moves back to the vision tower. Wants to try again with 4 Hornets with a nanoswarm on 1. We have a little bit of siege up from hedgehogs, but the Vulcans now are taking advantage of that. So it really doesn't matter which way that Haya tries to get in this. If he jumps in with sieged up units, then the Vulcans jump on top, and if he moves in with non-sieged up hedgehogs, the Hornets do. A lot of medtechs here. I'm not sure if that's really the number you want. I say that fairly honestly in the sense that I don't actually know what number you want. Given that they do have to spend their energy on the skills you want, like the nanoswarm. Oh, pardon me here, as Hornets now made it into the base, as Haya is trying to get back home. I thought there might be more there, but it's just Hornets going for the eco-harass. And now we've got Hornet on Hornet with sieged up hedgehogs there. And that means a couple Hornets go down. The Hornets turn to fight. They outnumber Haya's Hornets, and they take them almost all out before many of them doing their return to hangar. These 3 here, ooh, trying to play the micro game. Managing to get a couple Hornets for their efforts. And now we see Medtechs trying to go for some of these sky mines. Lingering sky mines that have a very low high decay time. I think it's 5 minutes actually. Alright, Haya sticking with the medtechs, added Vulcans though. Couple Vulcans here, so still has those hedgehogs, but might be choosing to switch tech into the Vulcans. The main difference here being the medtechs as well. With that said, Kong Kong's been mostly just harassing with these Hornets while amassing up his own, looks like medtech and Vulcan army. And again, he's been on Vulcans this whole game. This base gets harassed, all the servos get killed, but it's not cancelled. And that's because you can assign more servos to. Actually, it does get cancelled in the end. Thought these might be some rallying workers, but they're actually just mines. And Kong flies back to be like, should I be able to kill it again? But it's already been canceled. This tower finally gets finished. One of the creeps was left behind there. This tower is ready to be retaken for the third time. And it will. But here's a little Hedgehog Strike Force showing up. But wait, there's Hornets. Lots of Hornets. In fact, the whole army's here. And the Hedgehogs do manage to get away pretty well with their zippity-doo-dah. What's their zippity-doo-dah? That's just their normal movement. They didn't have anything special there. I just called it zippity-doo-dah. What a weird stack that is. Oh, I don't like that. Looked kind of weird. A ton of sky mines here. Hiya just hoping the Hornets do something dumb. But yeah, on a move, they just clean them all up very quickly. Who knew? I'm guessing Kong knew. I still don't see a lot of extra hedgehogs being added here. A lot of Hornets, though, from Kong. And one of those mines does go off. A lot of nano swarms on Kong's Air Force. I'm not sure if that helps for the units on the ground. But it certainly is going to help all the air units in that range. And Hiya is forced to push back here. That means Kong might be able to push in and take a final blow. But Hiya still has a pretty strong Hornet army. At least enough to make Kong think twice about pushing in here. And Kong instead is going back to say, just give me some more income. Let me secure this victory. Maybe let me max myself out. That way I know I'm going in with my best possible army. And okay, taking this base while... I meant this tower here. Taking this tower while this base is being set up by Hiya. All those servos, unfortunately... Ooh, they actually might get out of here. Lots of sky mines. But here we have it, a big battle. Hornet versus Hornet. Couple Vulcans on the ground. The Vulcans here are basically just tanks, hoping the Hornets above will focus on them instead of the other Hornets. But it is Kong here that looks like has the more Hornets and a little bit better control, and is getting the swing here. This poor servo's going down in machine gun fire to the Vulcans, and now it's Vulcan on Vulcan damage, and Hiya says GG.